channel, AShontay here. So today I am coming to you guys with another video, and this is how to hand sew applique to illusion mesh. Now this is the Royal Peacock applique, or I call it the Royal Peacock applique. Anywho, before I get into this video, make sure you guys like, comment, and subscribe. Help me reach my goal of 1,000 subscribers. And without further ado, we'll go ahead and get into this video. So I'm gonna go ahead and take my wood burner and go ahead and start cutting out the excess mesh around the applique. You guys, the wood burner can be purchased at, I think, Joann's. I know I got mine from Walmart. I think it was around maybe about $11 or $12, but it is a great tool for very, very tedious jobs like this. Now, as I'm cutting out this applique, you guys, I'm going in throughout the fine line. I want to try to erase out as much of that burgundy mesh as I can as possible. And the reason why is because I want her skin to show through on the illusion mesh that's on the bodice of the prom dress. So I'm going to make sure I go in between those lines, and of course that means, you know, the more you cut out, the more fine it is. You have to sew more, you know, more detailed with your sewing, but you'll get a better result with your gowns. So sometimes you just got to put in just a little bit of extra effort, guys. That's it. Alright, so now what I'm doing is showing you guys how I am going to place my applique and cut this out. And this is a big piece. This is one big panel. I got this from Etsy. I'll make sure I link everything down below in the description box for you guys. But I got this piece for Etsy, and so what I'm doing here is just showing you guys how I pin my applique to the mannequin. This is the actual bodice of the dress that is going on as well. So right now what I'm doing is just kind of pinning the applique around, just really trying to get the best fit. And for me, it's really just the structuring in the bust. And so I really wanted to show you guys how I do this, because a lot of people ask me, you know, when I'm pinning down my applique, how do I get the fit to be what it is? I do my applique the same, you know, the same structure as I would do the bodice. So I am going to put 2 darts in my applique, but I am going to hand sew the darts down. So you'll continue to see me just play around with it a little bit more, but this is just how this process goes, you guys. So if you are new and this is your first time trying this and you've been afraid, you know, it's really easy. You just gotta trust yourself, trust what you see, trust your gut, and go for it. Now when I was pinning this and, you know, trying to get like the structure how I want it, you gotta make sure you don't get too scissor happy. So you can see I'm just cutting off little by little as I pin, and I figure out, you know, the placement that I want, you know, the applique to be in. Now I'm gonna go ahead and take the other part and start structuring the second part of the bodice. Are pinning your bodice to, when you are pinning your applique to your bodice, don't rush the process. Like for me, I sped it up, but it took me a minute to really get the fit down in the structure of how I wanted this applique to lay. So it takes a little time, but if you just take the time out to figure it out, it'll be so much easier when you actually sew it down.
You never wrong.
just see me really just cutting down the applique. I'm using those extra pieces that I had left over to kind of fill in some of those spaces where I have a raw edge, because I cut the applique down to kind of shape it to the bodice. So don't be afraid to, you know, test it out. I mean, now these appliques are expensive, so don't waste your money or nothing, but don't be afraid to really test out the applique and, you know, work it out to get the vision that you like see for yourself or your design. Now once I got everything pinned, there is going to be some on her sleeve as well, but I did not show that in this video. I just showed you guys how I hand sewed the bodice part, but it will be some on the sleeve as well. And right now this is just pinned, and I'm really loving the outcome. I'm loving what it's looking like. So what I'm going to do now is just go ahead and grab my clear thread. I get this thread from Joann's. I want to say it's about $6 or $7 a spool, but I get my clear thread and I go ahead and I start sewing this applique down. Now I like to start in the center. I always like to lock down the center, I guess the center front first of the bodice area, just because that's where you know, the style line is or whatever that I've created with the applique. So I'll lock down the inside first, and then I'm gonna go ahead and start sewing down the perimeter. Now I've sped this video up for the sake of time, but as you guys can see how I'm sewing, I'm basically sewing around the outline of the peacock applique. Okay, so I'm locking down the perimeter of the applique first. And if you hand sew this correctly, then when you are finished, it should look like, you know, one piece on a dress and not a lot of different pieces. So that's the whole, you know, I love the whole process of the, you know, applique and illusion mesh. If done right, it definitely is a beautiful, like, detail to add. Alright, so right here what I'm doing is just, you'll see where I added like that little piece on the side because I had a raw edge, but I'm going to go ahead and just scoot the camera back so you guys can just see like what's popping with this bodice, this applique. Alright, so I'm going to go ahead and finish hand sewing this down, but I wanted to just show you guys how to hand sew appliques to illusion mesh. It is a question that I get often, so I am just excited to be able to show you guys. This is what it looks like so far. I hope that you have learned something in this video. Again, all the supplies that I use will be linked down below in the description box. Make sure you like, comment, and subscribe, and as always, stay happy, stay humble, and stay blessed until next time. Peace.